I just love the fact that the only sport being broadcast live in this country
was chicken
racing in your back garden.
Now, there was a period in the lockdown when there was no sport at all being played or being watched. I had 6 chickens in the back garden laying eggs on a daily basis and found that they were chasing me around the garden when I'd bring the food out. Therein, the sport of chicken racing was born. And we had 6 chickens. We had Goldie, who was the fastest chicken I think that's ever lived. Twinkle Twinkle. And at McFeathers, who never ever won a race, but did eat a mouse live on TalkSport. It was a hell of a moment. We had Bob, our non-binary chicken, the boss, and have I said Twinkle Twinkle? I think I might have done. That's either 5 or 6. I can't remember. At 5 o'clock every day, at the same time they were reading out the COVID figures on the news, I would put on social media the chicken race from the garden. At that point, there was no live sport on the radio. Charlie Baker and Max Rushton from TalkSport got in touch with me, asked if they could get the contract to put chicken racing live on TalkSport. We negotiated the contract. I don't think any money was involved, and I ran them a hard deal. And before we knew it, we were racing them live every Saturday morning. It's ludicrous on TalkSport with Rupert Bell, the legendary horse racing analyst and commentator, doing the runners and riders for each race. And it would be fair to say we absolutely cleaved the TalkSport listenership into 2 camps. There were people who thought chicken racing was the greatest thing that had ever been on the Sports Talks radio station about talking about sports. And there were people who were absolutely horrified by the very premise. And therein lied the rub of it. And we raced throughout lockdown. And there was a period where sports started to open up. There was a big tussle between us and the resurgence of the Premiership. And we held our own for as long as we could. And then eventually we had to be cut loose because the sports roster got too full. But it was an incredible time. It was an incredible time to be racing chickens live.
Yeah,
on TalkSport.
I just love the fact that the only sport being broadcast live in this country
was chicken
racing in your back garden.
And it was such and this is no pun, it was such a fledgling sport at the time. It was we were still wrapping our heads around what it was about, what it all meant. But how could we have known it got so big so fast and then imploded?